Good morning, children. Today once again we will start the same topic of acid, bases and salts to make you understood their properties, their identification, how they behave if they have added in a water. So I request you to pay attention regarding this. I am definitely promising you won't get bored, because I will take the real-time examples for you to make you feel more comfortable with me, and you can answer all the questions easily in a comment box. And if you have any doubt regarding that, feel free to message me or ask me in a chat. And my humble request is that to be prepared for the online sessions, online classes, so that you can understand much more better and you can interact with me. We will play games, we will play something new, interesting things, so that I can help you to come over that. And I request you all to be available at the timings of your online classes. Thank you first of all. And now I will start the topic again called acid, bases and salts. Guys, if you are looking for a new compound, can you directly say me that, yeah ma'am, this is acid, this is base? How can you find? How can you do that? Yeah ma'am, by seeing that compound and by seeing that chemical formula, can you say me that, ma'am, this is acid and ma'am, this is base? Same. How? If it is very easier for you, if you know the technique, just you can answer me, and you can see the other techniques also. So I request you to say me something else regarding how can you find the chemical formula of acid, base or salt. In the before session, I have said you that acid releases H plus ions. Am I right? So, if in one formula, if hydrogen is present, if hydrogen is present, can we say that it is acid? Can we say that it's the acid? My question is, if hydrogen is present in one of a chemical formula, can we say that it is an acid? Say me yes or no. Say me yes or no. I want to ask you many questions regarding this. Or else all compounds having hydrogen are acids? Same. Either yes or no. Obviously it's no, because I can say that, take the example of your live example. What you drink daily? Pepsi? No, right? You drink daily water. What is the water formula, chemical formula? H2O. Ma'am, it contains H, but it's not acid. Am I right? It's not acid. So I am saying that every chemical formula which contains H is not acid. Then ma'am, how to find it's acid or not? Yeah, I said you before itself that acid releases H plus ions when it is combined with something else. For example, take lemon water. if you combine that citric acid with water, it releases H plus ions. So what I can say that this H2 ions is replaceable by H plus ions. Hydrogen atoms are present in that, but we have to replace that hydrogen into hydronium ion or else H plus ion. As I said you before in the before session that if we require H plus ions, if in a chemical formula hydrogen is present, it's not directly we can say that it's a acid, but we have to replace, if we are combining something with that, we have to replace that hydrogen atom into hydrogen ion. If it is releasing that hydrogen ion, then only we can say that it's an acid. This is the technique to be followed to form to mix with that and just see it's releasing hydrogen ion or not. Ma'am, now your question is that how we can know that it's releasing H plus ions or not? Yeah, it's by testing. It's by testing with the litmus paper. It's by testing with the litmus paper. Yeah, right? How can you test it with the litmus paper? Litmus paper, where acid turns blue to red. If it turns from blue to red, then it is a acid. Then we can say that solution which we have prepared by adding something hydrogen ions with water and it is releasing the H plus ions, and if we test with a litmus paper, we can get that we are H plus ions, and if it turns from blue litmus paper, that will be blue litmus paper, and if it turns from blue litmus paper to red litmus paper, we can say that it's an acid. Okay. Now, coming to the base. How can you say that base? How can you say that it's a base? Yeah, I'm saying you directly because you have learned in the before sections and before classes about metal oxides. If it is a one of the metal oxide, then it is a base. And if metal hydroxide and also NH4OH. And also NH4OH. So we can directly say that if these three items are contained, we can say that it's a base, right? You can form a humble request to all the students. You should know, if you want to know these all metal oxide and metal hydroxide and also NH4OH, you should learn that chemical table. Okay. Coming to the solubility of base. Is it soluble in water or insoluble? What are soluble and which base are insoluble? Very easy, you can answer it very easily. As I said you before that bases means salts, like a soap which contain base. Base means OH, my OH ions. So can I say that our chalk piece. Chalk piece contain CaCO3, and what we eat? Sodium chloride we eat, and chalk, it is salt we eat, and it's a base also. And next coming to like calcium carbonate, what a chalk piece contains. So say me now NaCl and CaCO3, which is soluble in water and which is not. Let's do an activity. This is a salt. Take one glass of water. Add salt to it. What you eat, that salt, and mix it with a spoon. Is it mixes? Yes. Means it's a soluble. It's soluble in water. Coming to the chalk powder, chalk piece or slate pencil. Do the powder to it and then mix it again. Take a glass of water. Add some chalk powder and mix it. After mixing it, you will find that this color changes some into white because chalk piece powder is white in color, and after like 15 minutes, leave it aside and just wait for 15 minutes. Don't touch it. Just wait for 15 minutes and then see that this chalk powder automatically settles down like this, something like this, and you are able to see that. Means what? It is insoluble. Means what? It is insoluble. It is chalk powder. I am just saying you the example. Chalk powder, and what is soluble? Or salt. Am I right? Yeah. Don't worry, students. We will get much more time of writing the notes. I will share you my notes. Don't worry, I will give you the time to write the notes, and much more exercises. And don't think that chemistry teacher is taking the lessons like that without any lab and all. Don't worry about that, because I am making you in these situations, I am also making you to do the activities in your home itself by taking the water and salt to mix it to see it's going or not. And after this lockdown situation, I am promising you that I will take you to the lab and do the good exercises, right? Every exercises I will make you to do, but in this situation you should cooperate with me, okay? Try to do this type of exercise in your home also by checking what is salt, what is acid, see the ingredients in the tomato sauce, pepper and all in the bottle. You will find many of the things what you don't know still. But today I am making this type of chapters because you should understand practically. Before going to the theoretical part, you should understand it practically, it is there or not. You should learn, you should think, and you should do it practically, so that whatever you see and whatever you do, it will be totally like work up in your mind, right? So I want you to do these activities especially in a practical manner, and I am ready to share this type of videos to make you to do practically. Okay? Now, coming to the salts. Coming to the salts, it's like cation and anion, because I have said that plus and minus symbol continues is from cation and anion. Like Cation means plus symbol and anion means minus symbol. Salts are formed with these two. How can you say that it's by looking at the chemical formula? How can you say that it's an acid, it's a salt? Say me. I have said you before one thing, a chemical equation. A chemical equation saying that acid plus base gives rise to salt plus water. Can you say that? Can you say me this what I was asking? Can you say me that acid and base combination of acid and base gives us salt? Yeah, good. So I can say that acid means what? Plus H plus, and base means what? OH minus. Can I say that OH minus and this plus symbol of cation together can form salt directly? Yeah, but instead of these two, an extra plus and an extra minus should be there in that equation to form salt. Take the before example of NaCl I have took right before. Yeah, HCl and NaOH. Like HCl and NaOH. See, this is plus symbol and this is minus symbol. What is chlorine here and what is this sodium here? Sodium is plus symbol and this is minus symbol. Then only we can form one salt and water. Without this H plus and OH minus, one plus and minus symbol is present here and form H2O. Am I right with this? One extra plus and one extra minus gives us salt. You understood now by this equation? So I want to say you that one extra minus and one extra plus gives us sodium chloride. It means a salt. So I can say that in a chemical formula are combination of these acid plus base requires one more plus and minus to form salt. You understood by this meaning? I think so that you understood. So now after this all, I will share my notes with you and also the table of acid, bases and salts. Their solubility I have said you, their identification I have said you, their taste I have said you, and what else? If else anything I left over you, if you have any doubt, you can message me in the chat, you can call me, you can ask the doubts, and I will give the notes to you and also some questions regarding that. Okay? Okay. Then okay, just now I am leaving for it and thank you.